Hi, I'm Dave, and I know wrestling. Do you want a wrestler that's the dollar store version of Samoa Joe? Do you want a wrestler who's trying to bring frosted tips back? And do you want a wrestler who looks like an MMA weeble wobble? Then allow me to introduce to you my client for Dave Knows Wrestling's honest promos. The Thumb Wrestler, the Tribal Thief, Thumbelina, Hand Solo, Thumb Drive, Solo Sick of this guy already, Joseph Yokozuna Fatu or Solo Sikoa. Behold, yet another member of the Anoa'i family named Joe. And somehow neither one of them is Samoa Joe. Oh, and on that subject, let's take a look at Solo. Since he pretty much looks like a cheap version of the Samoan submission machine that was left in the dryer for too long. Or like they took Umaga and said, what if basketball shorts and Justin Timberlake hair? Furthermore, his real-life middle name is Yokozuna, in honor of Rodney Anoa'i. Too bad for him, Yokozuna means champion, and he's probably the least likely member of the bloodline to get gold. And continuing on, WWE even has him as a watered-down version of Roman Reigns' tablehead gimmick. And quite frankly, he is no tribal chief, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but he wishes he had the charisma of Roman Reigns. But hey, who knows, if they continue to cram him down our throats for 7 years, maybe we'll start to like him too. And speaking of his family, right now Joseph is doing a great job of continuing to confuse people who aren't sure if the Gorillas of Destiny are in the Anoa'i family or not. Yes, they are family friends and they are referred to as family even though they're not blood related to Solo in the bloodline. Anyway, now that the island version of Southern Justice is here, we can finally forget that Jolo's push was only because Jacob Fatu was stuck in MLW. And that right there pretty much sums up all of Joseph's career so far, as he's really nothing but a stand-in for all the wrestlers that WWE actually wants to use instead. And they say Mick Foley's the glorified stuntman, although that's not entirely accurate, as stuntman would imply that Sojo has some sort of physical prowess. His brothers are somewhat guilty of having the same match over and over again, so at least he freshens things up by not jumping, and also not wrestling either. I mean, his finisher is a stupid thumb for crying out loud. What a thumb ass. Perhaps the Samoan Spike is a bit more accurate than I'm giving him credit for. After all, he could easily be the Usos version of Spike Dudley. Although little Spike Dudley was actually good. Alright, so he can wrestle, and he's the great value version of other wrestlers. At least he can talk. And by talk, I mean form complete sentences. As his mic skills are so bland and boring, I'd rather listen to a Suffer and Succotash promo any day of the week. At least that made me laugh. I mean, it wasn't supposed to, but at least it was entertaining. Because this Joseph has the most monotone, generic tough guy promos this side of, well, Roman Reigns, but whatever. But you know what? He doesn't need to talk because at least he has Paul Heyman, and they just got rid of him. Alright, great. Look, you gotta give me something to work with here. Now, okay, look, hold on, because there's gotta be something that Sojo is good at on his own, and yes, I am aware of the irony of someone being named Solo, and yet not being able to work by himself. Maybe the reason why he's called Solo is because it's short for solo session, as in, the guy's nothing but a jerk-off. Is it too late to make him a Sultan reboot? In the end, if you want a wrestler who's the runt of the Rikishi litter, a wrestler that proves beating John Cena means absolutely nothing, and no, I'm not talking about Austin Theory. A wrestler that makes you wish that Make a Difference Fatu stopped making children. A wrestler who looks like a cross between Kama the Ultimate Fighting Machine and Dr. Robotnik. And a wrestler that I'm pretty sure I'm going to be seeing signing autographs at a local indie show sooner rather than later. Then allow me to introduce to you my client for Dave Knows Wrestling's honest promos. Not Roman Reigns, not Jacob Fatu, not Samoa Joe, not Umaga, definitely not Haku, somehow not even an Uso, and just overall, not very good. Jacob Fatu or Nepo Sikoa, Solo Sikoa. Time to wrestle, Solo. So low they can't see ya.